What's going on, everyone? This is Zesku, the Gaming Celestion, here with a Terran versus Terran replay. Now, it has been a while since I have narrated or talked over a StarCraft replay. As of this point, during the time that this was basically recorded and uploaded, this replay was inspired by the WCS in Jönköping, Sweden tournament.
We'll need more supply
So,
for that.
now what's going to happen in this replay? Well, for one, starters, Terran versus Terran. What's the main bread and butter? Well, the main unit that you're going to basically see in the mid to late game, well, actually not mid to late game, starting in the mid game, is siege tanks. You have your standard Marines to hold off aggression with defensive siege tanks or aggressive siege tanks with aggressive composition. You need siege tanks regardless. Now, that's the thing. You could basically throw in an additional Banshee harass, Raven tactics, which, by the way, this Terran player did the sentry auto turret harassment. Now, keep in mind, you will be seeing a icon of a blizzard saying disconnecting from server. That's the server's fault. It's not mine, not me at all. Now, what's standard about this build? This is basically the standard of standards. Basically the one racks, one gas. Though I'm going to be expanding off this soon, but after I get I don't know. I'm tired. I woke up. This game was played like last night, and I basically laughed my butt off when I saw this. Yeah, see, there's the everything. That's the server. Freaking out.
Command center has been
Normally when Terrans do this, they basically do not build a wall. I highly suggest not building a wall. I can put a supply depot there,
SCVs are under fire.
but this wall right here can spell disaster for anything possible. Now, yes, I wasted my first mule scan. That set me back a bit, but I want to know what kind of tech he was hiding when he built that. So apparently that gives me a rough clue, an idea that he basically is building a command center behind this, because there's no factory. And yeah, there was no factory, so that's basically it. So gonna Reaper scout this guy, while in turn, because I'm thinking, no, actually no, I'm not, because at this time, like, is he hiding a secondary barracks? Because I want to know where it is. Now, build functions of Terran versus Terran. We have
Add-on is
two kinds, mainly two kinds. There's the bio, and there's the mech. The bio mech, oh yeah, actually no, bio or mech. You can incorporate mech units like siege tanks or Thors into the bio composition while dealing with the mech. Mech, on the other hand, you have to push out aggressively. No, not aggressively. Defend constantly. And what's the main unit for that is siege tanks. Not you can add cyclones for anti-air, good old spotting vision. Their range is good. Their damage output is nice, but you need to lock on. But the problem is another factor. You have to keep yourself expanding. You have to push your units forward. You have to make sure you don't die to aggression, because bio will step upon that and they will crush you. Another thing is that if you're not going for a Banshee harass, you're going for a Raven. That Raven can be played offensively and defensively. Right now, I've already got my expansion up, and I'm already starting to build a starport for the pending Banshee. As you see here, I built a eBay ahead of time because no matter what, I've always encountered early aggression area units. From Protoss, I have that early eBay in case there's a Mutalistic transition from Zerg. I've always had a strong suit against Banshees, because not only because I blow 200 minerals and putting them around my two areas around my refinery. that's all I need, because it's zoning out that Banshee away from it. And it's good against helping defend against drops. I will be getting more up later, but right now I just want to keep myself pinned. Now, I'm not a very good economy SCV person, but apparently I was doing alright with about 30 something SCVs on my worker count, which is fine by me. But it's all about the micro, the way I play it. So right now we are basically ending the aggression state. We're basically entering the the aggression, the pressure point of where the pressure attack begins. Right now I'm expecting him to come to my base. And see, look, I saw that Raven mine.
Add-on is up and running.
Okay, cool. We have a Raven. So there's no Viking for a while. So I'm basically fine. And yes, I will be supply cap. I will be supply block myself like nothing else today. Well, on this game. So please shut up, leave me alone. Here's the Raven. Already noticed that someone actually watched this stream, because that's a very good turret aggressor. But he didn't focus fire. See, look, already in response. And I did a stupid. Oh well, that cost me some downtime. And I will be sending my SCVs back to work. Yeah, I haven't played competitive StarCraft fully for about 2 to 3 years, so cut me some slack. But I still know the build order. My APM on average is about 150 actions per minute. And that's because the reason why it's up that high is because I played against so much AI. And I played against a lot of people that were basically at the higher point.
SCVs are under fire.
Against Never Dream from Black Ravens, Player X from Black Ravens, Logos from Black Ravens Gaming. That's basically my first clan I was in. No one doesn't get on nowadays, so that's the only thing. So basically that's about it. And that's okay. So right now, early aggression's over. You have to prepare for mid-game aggressions like containment. Keep your opponent contained, because this is like part of it. You can basically go to 3 bases. Go into 3 bases. See, look. All right. Right now, what I'm showing is that there are no siege tanks for this guy. I have 4. He has none. That will come into handy later. The reason why, this is a replay. I was not in the mood to record anything. When seeing that reactor factory, you have 2 units produced from Cyclones and Hellions, or no, not 3. Well, the Hellbat and Hellion count as 1 unit because it's a transformer for ground. But Cyclones and Hellions. So basically, seeing Cyclones mean he's gonna have to do a full aggression steamroll. The problem is he's facing a Terran that knows how to counter this stuff. I'm basically going bio because nowadays I can't do mech fully. I can try to go mech again, but I need to bring my macro back up to date, do all this stuff. I mean, because nowadays mech can be countered by heavy mobile stuff. So basically, having Hellions out on the map as map controls, that's brilliant. I love that. But the problem is, you should be containing me, or containing the opponent. Not this silly stuff, because right now, the aggressions from the Ravens are gone. It's already stopped. There's no way you can keep that up forever. So here's my aggression. And plus, take a look at this. I'm flying at the very edge. That area right there between the refineries where the Raven's flying, you can put a missile turret there. It's an early warning system. So here's the turret already taking out a lot of SCVs. And this is going to hurt him badly. As you can tell, I'm basically going to be bringing up the worker kill count, and the Raven's out. Wasted all 200 energy just to kill a lot of SCVs. See, look, 35, but
Mineral field depleted.
yeah, don't judge me.
We've completely mined out a mineral field.
But I'm already building a lot of stuff, so he's already getting his ship weapons, everything. So this is where a little bit more aggression comes in, but he doesn't put enough aggression on this. He doesn't capitalize this. Right now, I'm basically seeing like where
We're done with the research.
the Raven can strike next, because Viking's position anywhere can do a lot of stuff, like deny drop harassment, give early intel. The sensor tower increases a lot of potential for early warning signs of an impending drop happening. Already he had his third up for me, but the thing is, he'll be losing a lot soon, shortly. Oh, why got my SU right there? But oh well. But I'll keep producing stuff. So, going for a Doom drop. That's basically about almost my entire army. And I'm still producing siege tanks, because how do I know this? There are no anti-air to ground units to stop this. There's no siege tanks, like the Thors are coming in late. The Hellion harassments are now gone. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. The aggression has stopped. You can now poke and harass me all you want, but you have to commit to basically a drop now. But there's no medevacs, there's no nothing, there's no Hellbats, no Blue Flame. Hell, Blue Flame is perfect in this situation, because in the later stage when this happens again, look, there's disconnecting stuff again. But yeah, the aggression has stopped. Here's my aggression. I'm going to hit you where it hurts, because this guy has let. I mean, I know we let each other sit, but this is my first attack I've done to him all day, like the entire match, and he brings all his units back to stop me. Stop this drop, because this is basically it's not a full Doom drop, but it considers as a big drop, threatening his production. And there's the Cyclones, a crap ton of Raven, not a crap ton, a lot of Vikings. I'm like, someone's gonna die. In my mind at this time, when I saw it, like, where are the siege tanks? Where are the siege tanks? I see Cyclones, but the Cyclones have to get close enough to the siege tanks. So let's just build a whole bunch of siege tanks and a lot of Marines. And I'm taunting him. Come get me, dude. Come on. Baiting him. I will defend this. And
mineral field depleted.
I know I was getting cocky at him, but that doesn't stop me for anything. I'm thinking about bringing the Raven in for another area, but I'm like, nah.
Nothing left in that mineral.
At this point, I already know the Raven's outdone its purpose. It can't do anything. And there's the big old Viking drop. He brings just his Vikings.
Our base is under attack.
Now here's what I do. I bring not a lot of my stuff back from over here. He has +1 attack. And he has more Vikings. I have Marines, and he's already backing off. But he only killed 1 barracks, 1 missile turret, and my sensor tower. And the Wood of Mine already did some damage. I had Wood of Mines, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to come kill you now, because yeah, I'm telling, like, dude, I have played mech before. Come on, I've seen better mech players do this harassment. So I lose my Ravens because I'm like, yeah, Raven, don't care. That's already gone. So let's go kill him, because this guy doesn't understand what's the most important unit here. Siege tanks. I mean, I was talking about random other stuff, but as going mech, the most important unit is siege tanks. You have to have at least 12 siege tanks.
Add-on is up and running.
There are
A Vespene
12 siege tanks,
out.
so
We've completely mined out a
that's
mineral.
a lot of supply, though. But you're gonna have more siege tanks, but you can basically start sacrificing SPs. And here's the contain. You can't do anything about this. Here's game. The Cyclones are coming in. They only get one siege tank, but the problem is he effed up. Oh look, Liberators join the battle. That can break it, but
Upgrade.
there's anti-air units. So I was reading about the message saying like, why didn't you build siege tanks? Siege tanks are important here because it is the most important unit in a Terran versus Terran. Biomech uses it. Ball plus, well, actually no, Biomech, mech players. You have to have a siege tank. The aggression can do a lot of things early on, but that's about it. So enough of me ranting about this. I think I failed to understand how to tell this stuff, but upgrading units and basically having a big harassment counter, you have to do all of this. So basically, this is Zesku signing off. I'll see you in the next one.